Hey guys, so today's assignment is for you to take this 8th grade quiz, and this is, as you can probably guess, this is exactly what the students in the building are doing at Davis, and so it's important. I think this is such an important unit. That's why I'm making you guys several videos, and I just want to make sure you guys are doing what students in the building are doing, because when you go to high school next year, you're going to be sitting in classes with the students that have been doing this unit as well. And I just want to make sure you guys can do everything and even maybe more of what the in-person students can do. If you choose to go back in building, you might also be a virtual student next year. Let's just see what happens. But anyway, the first 3 problems are from warm-ups that they've done in the building. Now, obviously, we haven't done warm-ups, but they give you the same questions. So go ahead and ignore those dates. The dates are irrelevant. It doesn't matter. But you're still going to answer those 3 questions, okay? So for example, the first one, what is the domain of these 3 ordered pair? Remember, domain are the x values. So all you're doing is listing the x values. That's it. So then the second one, some review from exponents. So don't forget, you're going to multiply every exponent, even the one you don't see, by 2. So a power raised to a power. So 1 times 2 is 2. So this would be 9 to the second. And then 4 times 2 is 8. And there's another one that we don't see. So y squared, and then you still need to simplify this, right? Because you can square 9. So simplify that, and then that'll be your answer. And then the last one, you're going to combine your like terms. So 5n plus 3n minus 1n plus 5. So combine those like terms and then get n by itself. So subtract 5 and then you'll divide and you'll get the right answer. All right, so the next section, these require absolutely no math whatsoever, right? So your slope is the number that's being multiplied by x, and your y-intercept is the constant, the number not multiplied by x. So you can either write a number or fraction as your y-intercept, or to make it even more official, show me with an ordered pair. So your y-intercept is the y value when x equals 0, okay? That's an even better answer. All right, moving on. Write the equation of the line. So once again, these require no math whatsoever. The information all is in front of you. So remember, your equations start with a y equals mx plus b. All you're doing is taking these values for m and you're plugging it in for m. And the y-intercept is going to be just exactly what it is. So these are easy problems. No math required whatsoever. All right, now all you have to do on these couple is find the slope of the line. So that's when we're making our triangle, right? You're counting the rise and you're writing it over run. So it's going to be a fraction unless you can simplify it to a whole number. And then remember, if your line goes up and to the right, it's positive, and if it goes down and to the right, it's negative. So if it's a negative slope, you must write the negative sign. Don't miss the problem because you forget your negative sign. All right, moving on. So 15 through 18, you're finding the slope from these pair of points. So remember, you're finding the change in y, and you're going to divide it by the change in x. So let's do one of them. We'll do 18. I'm going to call this x1 and y1, and I'm going to call this x2 and y2. So we're going to just fill in our formula. So if y2 is 7, so we're going to do 7 minus y1 over 15 minus, and don't forget that negative sign, minus a negative, So when you see minus a negative, make sure you add, bam, bam. So 7 minus 10 is -3. 15 plus 9 is 26. And that cannot be simplified. So that is the answer. That is number 18, -3/26. If it can be simplified, simplify it. All right, and then number 19 and 20, these need a full equation. We've given you the y equals. So you're going to find 2 dots. It doesn't matter. I'm going to use the y-intercept, and I'm going to go ahead and use the x-intercept as well. So I'm going to do my rise over run. Make sure if it's negative, you include your negative sign. So my rise is 2, my run is 2. And I know that simplifies to 1. So my slope is 1. And I always multiply my slope times x. So 1 times x is x. And then my y-intercept in this situation is +2. So there's my whole equation. Okay, if you wrote the 1x, you would still get it right. I'm not going to count it wrong if you write 1x, but you just don't need the 1. All right, now we're going to sketch the graph of the line. So we always start at our y-intercept. Well, it looks like 21, there's no plus or minus a number, right? Well, that just means the y-intercept is 0. So that's where we start. When you have a positive slope, make sure your line goes up and to the right. So our rise is 1. So from here, we're going to rise 1 and we're going to run 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to use my imaginary ruler and I'm going to make my straight line and then double check it. This is positive. Is my line positive? Yes. All right, and then number 25, make sure you put it in slope intercept form, or you could use your x and y intercepts, either way. But I'm going to solve for y, so I'm going to subtract 8x from both sides. So I get -5y is equal to -8x plus 20. Then I'm going to divide every single term by -5. So a negative divided by a negative is +8/5x, and 20 divided by -5 is -4. So then remember, you start at your y-intercept, so way down here at -4. This is a positive slope, so I'm going to go up and right. So from here, I'm going to go up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and right 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know this is a worksheet. I scanned it, so I missed it. You guys draw better straight lines than me, please. All right, you guys, so do that today and share it with me. You can either scan it or you can do a Cami or some sort of PDF writer and write directly on the PDF, either way. So you just decide what's best for you. If you take a picture or especially a video, I've got a lot of videos from you guys. I cannot read what you're taking a picture of, so you got to be careful, okay? All right, so you guys have a good day and I will check in with you later.